This is me. Okay, good people everywhere. I am Michelle Caskey. I am your laughter coach. And it is Thursday morning, April 29th, 2021. And we have joined together to do a little bit of laughter yoga. And this morning, as I was getting ready to come to be with all of you to do this laughter yoga, I realized that it was interrupting my morning. Now, I know you all think, or maybe not all of you, but it must be somewhat of a common perception of me that I'm a rather elevated, high energy, optimistic person. And probably if you look at the whole scheme of things, this would be true. Uh, However, there are moments, especially in a quiet coffee morning, where even me, Michelle Caskey, your laughter coach, is not really not in the mood to do laughter yoga. It is so funny because I was in the shower and I was thinking about how to tell you this. But it because like I know you've got an expectation of me, and we are going to laugh this morning, and we are going to feel better, and that is going to happen. But I just want to let you know that I see you. I see you wherever you are. And really, when I hear from people out in the field, out in their lives, when I hear from people that have been doing some laughter yoga with me at a distance, this year has been so strange. So I know that there are many of you that have been doing laughter yoga with me at a distance, and I never even know about it. But when I hear from people, commonly what they say is, I was just at my wit's end. I was having such a bad day. I was just fed up. I didn't know what to do. Um, I was just, I just was feeling so bad or so sad or so upset or so powerless or just frustrated, angry. You can imagine the gamut of the human experience out there. And this is, and then to finish that thought, they wrote to me and said, and then I decided to do some laughter yoga. And I've got to tell you, I felt so much better. After about 10 minutes, I felt so much better. And it surprised me how much better I could feel after such a short amount of time when I really was pretty desperate to even try it. And I know I hear from you. I hear from people and like I understand. I've been there. When a lot of you are reaching out to me, you are in a pretty dire state. And you know what? That's okay. We're human beings. We're in this mess. We're in a bit of a mess. I mean, it's a brilliant mess, but like to call it like at the moment to even if you just look at the world at large, let alone what could be going on with your own personal life, your own personal fiasco. To call it a fiasco, some days, not really a stretch. That's not really overstating it. Am I right? Oh my goodness. Your own personal fiasco. Oh, oh, we've all been there. You might be there right now. I might be a smidgen there myself right now. Oh, fiasco. Deep breath in and exhale. And this is all improvised from personal experience, don't you know? We can't stop the fiascos from rolling in. is all I'm saying. Okay? Those fiascos, they're gonna roll. Oh, now I know plenty of thought leaders and coaches and manifestors and Abraham Hicks people, especially, who, and a lot of laughter coaches, I've got to tell you, a lot of laughter yoga professionals throughout the whole world that really rely on the positive language. They would probably not support me in calling it a fiasco because it has a negative connotation. I remember getting in so much trouble with them because I was calling myself silly. You're not silly, Michelle. You're not silly. I was feeling pretty silly. Anyway, but they're, the neurolinguistic programming people. And, I get it. Like our words have weight, like we can put value into words, and our words do have the power to affect our surroundings for sure. And sometimes, you just need to moan. Sometimes you need to call it a fiasco and then just move on. I think there's just this little bit of step at the very, very beginning where we're trying to avoid using any negative language, any negative connotation language, right? And meanwhile, it feels like a shit show at the very moment. It's like this is way undesirable. Okay, I started using that word undesirable instead of bad. Thinking that it was a little less judgmental. But it's really just trying to trick your subconscious, right? And so some of the exercises we're going to do today would probably not pass muster with all of these positive words matter people, all of some of my laughter yoga um, colleagues that are just like, yay, 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 yay. Yay, yay. Oh my God, that felt so silly. Yay, 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 yay. I hope you're doing this with me at home. Yay, yay, yay. Clenched fists. Yay, yay, yay. Breath in. But we need to remember that the laughter yoga was developed from a place where we were learning how to laugh without anything needing to be funny, without anything needing to be positive. That we were learning how to laugh where we were in all the blood and guts and glory and mess and fiasco. And the fun and the play and the silly and the ridiculous, sure. It's a lot easier to laugh when you're playing already. Although these days, not necessarily, people aren't necessarily laughing when they're playing these days either. We should be. Oh, yeah. Don't you know we should be? The whole idea of the laughter yoga came from a place where it's like if you could learn how to laugh for no reason without anything needing to be funny at all, and if you knew how to tap into that place, then in the midst of your despair and your fiasco and whatever is there, these things are there. Your fear, your worry, your frustration, in the midst of that, if you could find the way to find your laughter there, then you're really onto something. Oh my goodness. And that's always been my focus from the very beginning, because it was kind of interesting. I've had a bit of a backlash to it all because I don't really believe in demonizing language. I don't believe in, um, calling something bad and then having the positive language police show up and say, "Oh, you shouldn't call that bad." It's like, yeah, okay. Like I get where you're coming from with the philosophy, but at that very moment, it feels bad. Okay. Now, rather than disputing it at the very, very beginning, my belief has been that this undesirable fiasco, mess, worry, whatever, it's different for everybody. It's interesting. Most people have kind of a collection of words that they use to describe when their life is really falling apart. Like some people get angry, furious, frustrated, disempowered, and other people are like, oh, sad, painful, oh, it's which fine. But most people do have a vocabulary to describe it. And we're all there. Don't show me anybody that's feeling good all the time. It's just not possible. So we have these soft, tender, secret, mostly secret for a lot of us positive thought leaders, secret places where we put all of the undesirable stuff. The undesirable things are going to show up. There's going to be contracts we don't get, sales that fall apart. There's going to be, books that are hard to write and uncomfortable conversations with parents, and I don't know. End of the day, we're all human. And so my intention with this practice has always been how to meet yourself where you are and use the laughter as a tool to just shake it up. Just shake it up a little. Oh, you might be watching me do it right now, because as I'm telling you this, can you see how I'm shaking up my own thought process? Okay, that feels so good, people. Oh, woo, wee, wee, oh, 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 woo. Ho ho, ha ha ha, 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 ho ho, ha ha ha. Woo! Oh my goodness. That was worth showing up for right there. Anyway, it was important for me to tell you this morning that wherever you are, however you're feeling, you're welcome here. We don't need to show up feeling good. We don't need to show up in that full formed, optimistic, blooming, goodwill towards men kind of place, joy to the world kind of thing. We don't need to show up there. But when we're not quite there, even just that little bit of laughter, and you hear me just using it while I'm talking. We can just use that to loosen our grip on the place that doesn't feel so good. Okay, we can just loosen our grip on the place that doesn't feel so good. Get less attached to the thing that doesn't feel so good. Oh, this is a good one. Woo, woo, woo. Be less attached to the thing that doesn't feel so good. Woo, woo. Woo, woo, woo. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. 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 Woo! Okay. Now, you're playing along at home and you were laughing out loud that little bit. Can you feel how different things already are? There's some, and I'm going to mess this up, I know. There's some kind of philosophy guy that says, if you've set a course and like if you're in a boat in the middle of the ocean and you've set a course and you're heading this direction, if you modify your course 1%, it's like you could end up in Alaska or New Zealand, something like that. Okay, off the top of my head, you know that's not right. It doesn't really matter. Today, we're learning how to use laughter just to modify our course, just that 1%. We've set the course. Okay, we're going to modify it 1%. That's probably 5%. It doesn't matter. Everybody modify. Very good. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. In, hold it, and out. In, hold it, and out. So the whole practice of laughter yoga is just based on the idea that nothing needs to be funny to be laughing, that we can learn to laugh without anything needing to be funny with intention. And our intention is to shift our body chemistry and release stress in the body so that we can elevate our mood just slightly, just that little 1%. And then when we have elevated our mood 1%, then we see what happens. And it's amazing that you can really go from feeling in a pretty low place and let that laughter yoga let you rise just a little, tiniest little bit. And then what we find, especially when we're in person, that once we've and we're doing laughter together in person, which I miss so much, you good people. Anyway, when we've let ourselves just rise that little bit, then we can kind of bust the top off the popsicle stand sometimes and get truly euphoric. And you'll notice it. What we're always trying to do is laugh for 1 minute at a time and just let that laughter work on our body chemistry. We don't need to force it. We're just going to let that laughter work on our body chemistry and just kind of let ourselves rise. And then from that risen place, we're going to let that laughter yoga work on our body chemistry. We're just going to let the laughter work. We're not going to make it work. We're just going to let it work. We're going to make it room for it to work and just let ourselves rise. And then we're just going to see where we end up. Okay, this was a very long preamble, people. Thank you for putting up with me. That was very good, though. Are we feeling better already? I am. Now, we're going to dive just a little bit deeper here, okay? So, this is never intended to be funny. I'm not going to tell you jokes to get there. My practice and my focus has always been just honoring and respecting our human condition and just learning how to tweak our state where we're at so that we feel a little bit better. And then just let that laughter help us feel a little bit better. And it will. It just always does. okay? And without judgment, we're just going to show up and we're just going to laugh and let it go, okay? I'm sitting on a ball here in my office. This is really good. I feel like I can really see you when we're sitting down. So I'm glad we're doing it this way today. Now, one of the things I like to do, and it's a good place to start, is just by warming up these different tones of laughing. So we're going to do that now. Now, as there's three principles I want you to think about as we're doing this before we start. First of all, some of these sounds feel very good just to make the sound out loud. So for instance, our lowest sound, I should give these guys names, is a huh. If you really commit to saying huh, and then let the laugh come after. That's kind of what we're going for here. It kind of naturally leads into some ridiculousness because it feels and sounds funny alone at home to go, huh. And then I want you to think about letting yourself laugh that huh sound. Okay, we're going to do 5 different sounds from low to high. Okay, the other part is doing this is I want you to take a deep breath first, make that huh sound, and then laugh all the rest of the way out without taking another breath of air. So you kind of empty the lungs a little bit by making that sound, huh, and then from that empty, kind of emptyish lung place, laugh the rest of the way out. Okay, till it feels like you've got no more air. Okay, that is the actual process. Okay, now, depending on if you're sitting or standing on a boat, I don't know where you are. This low tone, this huh, this this huh. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to tell you something. This huh is kind of down in our hips, or like where our legs meet our torso. Okay, so I want you to kind of do something with your legs or your hips down there in that very low place as we go. Huh. And it might not be attractive, and it does not matter. Huh. I look like that emoji with the stressed teeth. One more time. Very good. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. I like it. If you get the hang of this, I tell you what, you have learned it. Okay, when you get the hang of this, everything else comes easy after. Okay, very, very good. Now our next sound up is our ho, ho. Okay, oh, I caught myself there. Now with the ho and the ho, 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 I want you to think of it really being focused right around your belly button, right around your navel, okay? And the most important thing about doing the ho is that versus the huh, which had like this mouth, the ho is a very rounded mouth, okay? So same thing, I kind of like patting my belly. I've got that COVID-19 down here, so I got a little extra belly on me at the moment. And so let's just play around with the ho. 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 One more time. Ho. Nice. Now together. Ho. Ho. Got a little tickle there. Okay, got a little tickle. That's the nicest thing that, because now we're like 20 minutes into this, so I've been laughing all along. You definitely can feel like when your endorphins have kicked in. Okay, when your body chemistry starts getting amused by this, you can feel it. Nice. Okay, now we're going to go up to our chest. This is our heart centered laugh, and it's kind of also in our shoulders a little bit and our arms right here. If any of you study chakras, you know that some of these tones are kind of related to the chakras as well. Okay, here we go. This is ha. Oh my goodness. Put your hands on your chest just when you say it. Ha. Oh my God, that feels so good. Ha. Okay, tone with the hands on the chest. Ha. And then open it up when you laugh. I tell you what, if you really look up at the ceiling and kind of draw your shoulders back a little bit, oh, that feels so good. And it really gives room for that laugh to move up through your chest and out. Okay. Ha. 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 One more time. Ha. Good. Together. Ho. Ho. Ha. Nice. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. This 30 minutes is going by so fast. I cannot believe it. Okay, now it's worth noting right here that even if you're playing along and your laughs kind of sounds more like ha 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 versus okay, so to our ear, one of them sounds fake, quote unquote, and one of them sounds real, quote unquote. It doesn't matter. Okay. Now, the more that you practice the first, the the easier it'll be to kind of, it's almost like a double speed. Doesn't matter. One of them feels more real. One of them feels more on purpose. It does not matter. Okay. We are stretching this place open. And so we get a little pushback on this from people because it's like, oh, that doesn't feel very real. Doesn't matter. It's actually the vibration and how the vibration is working on the diaphragm, how that diaphragm is regulating our fight and flight instinct. And then this is the secret like thing that we don't really understand, why that particular vibration is recognized as laughter in the body and is recognized as elevating. So I could make that same vibration in my diaphragm just with breathing, and it would do something different to the diaphragm than the the liver and the diaphragm really love the vibration of laughter. Okay, so you're doing it. That's the wonderful thing. Okay, we've got 2 more tones of laughter here to go. And I know this might feel boring, but I tell you what, I am feeling so good. And this is, it can be as simple as this. And in a way, I don't want you to get caught up in all of the fancy things. We can do laughter exercises where it's like, oh, let's pretend we're on a boat. Oh, let's pretend we're hang gliding. Oh, let's pretend we're carrying a big pizza. Yeah, that is fun and that is fine. But we can get really distracted with the big pizza and not be focusing on the laughing. And it's really the laughing that's going to change our body chemistry. So in a way, it's good for us to do these kinds of classes on occasion where we are just really focused on the laughing and the sensation of the laughing in the body, since it's really the part that's giving us all the benefit. Okay, wonderful. Now this next tone is a hey. I tell you what, some of these things. Okay, and when I do it, I kind of do like to, I don't know, I like to water wheel, but that hey kind of sounded very jazzy. Okay, so we might have to do jazz hands if we're going to go, hey. Very good. Hey. 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 I was so silly. Hey. I like it. I like it. I like it. Okay. All of them together. Ho. Ho. Ha. Hey. And can you notice they all feel a little bit different? Ho, ho, ha, 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 ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Nice, nice, nice. Woo, woo, woo. If you've been practicing laughter yoga with me for a while, you can tell this is good. This is good how this is all coming together. All righty, nice, nice, nice. Okay, now as we just continue moving up through our body, I can't believe this is going to be taking all of our whole half hour. We get to our he. And usually when we do it, we say it like that, he. But this time, I want us to just say he. Okay, I want arms up like this. He. 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 One more. He. Very good. All of them together. Ho. Ho. Ha. Hey. I think we should do that one more time. Ho. Ho. Ha. He. Ho ho. Ha ha ha. Ho ho. Ha ha ha. Ho ho. Ha ha ha. Oh my goodness. Okay, good people. That was a half an hour of laughter yoga with me, your laughter coach, Michelle Caskey. Thank you so much. That has improved my mood tremendously. I hope and yours as well. This live stream is going to be available here following the same link over here at YouTube. That's one of the reasons we're trying to use YouTube to see if this will work. And so I hope this felt as good for you as it felt for me. We are joining here again next Thursday, 9 a.m. for another 30 minutes of laughter yoga. In the meantime, you can find me at laughterfusion@hotmail.com, laughter coach on YouTube and on TikTok and on Facebook. You know, you'll find me. Okay. Very, very good. Have a good week, good people, and I will see you soon.